Let's get deep, going deep, Chad and JT.
Stokers, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode 17 of the Going Deep with Chad and JT podcast. What up? I'm Chad. I'm here with my colleague, JT. What up?
What up, Stokers?
How you doing, dude?
I'm doing well, dude. I'm feeling like on top of my game today.
Yeah, I'm feeling good, too. I'm feeling stoked, especially because we got a new presence in the room. We got our boy. He's off on break at Benihanas. Our boy Strider. What up, dude?
Dude, what up, dude? Stoked to be in here right now, dude. Just chilling with you guys. It's been too long, dude, honestly.
Long overdue.
Yeah. This is your first episode on the pod. Welcome.
Dude, thank you, dude. Honored to be here. I'll watch your guys' episodes on my 10-minute at Benihanas, dude. Just busting up, dude. Like,
Thanks,
loving
dude.
everything, dude. You guys are freaking legends, dude.
Thanks, dude.
Nice, man. 10 minutes, huh? That's all they give you?
Yeah, dude. I mean, my shift manager's pretty strict, dude. And, people like at the Tep and Grill, everything's hot, so it's got to be ready to roll, you know?
What's his stance on, like, earphones?
You cannot have them in while you're working. I mean, like during setup, like when I'm setting up, like placemats and like silverware and stuff, like, dude, I'll definitely put on some Fat Lip, some 41 or,
Nice.
Some old school Blink and be setting up. And like, if he tries to give me shit about that, I can say shit.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. If he tries to give me shit about that, I'll just tell him, dude, back off. This is my time. Like, am I getting the job done? I am. You know?
How's your Khaleesi?
Dude, Khaleesi's killing it right now, dude.
Yeah,
dude, we're going to dive into a project probably this Saturday of putting up some new curtains in the apartment. So stoked on that, dude,
Curtains?
Yeah.
Nice. Where do you get your curtains? Pier 1?
Pier 1, we did go on there. Living Spaces is probably the most clutch. I mean, IKEA is, your go-to. You kind of go to IKEA. Dude, we have a hilarious joke. Me and her were like, we go to IKEA to find out like what we don't want to get, Yeah. And then we go from there, dude.
For sure.
Yeah.
What's the joke?
It's like why go to a place why go to a place where you're not going to get something, But it's like, I guess like the lesson right off the bat of like IKEA is what we don't want. Boom. And then from there, Pier 1 or Living Spaces or House.
That's kind of like how we had that joke where we used to pants Greg because he had the biggest dong.
Yes.
So we were like, dude, how can you be mad when we pull your pants down and everyone gets to see how big your dong is?
Very true. Like, I remember, like, dude, I mean, honestly, admittedly so, like, I have a very not big dong. Probably, like, if I'm in a group of 20 guys, I'm 19 or 18.
Yeah.
There's probably one more dude below me that, has got something going on. But
You're 6'4".
Yeah, I'm a big guy. So
6'4" with a little
dong, 6'4" with a little dong. It's probably extra embarrassing, because, like,
Yeah.
if you have a small frame and a small dong, it's like that's a regular size. If you got a big frame and a small dong, it's like maybe that goes into a museum or something.
Yeah.
But you've always had good luck with the ladies.
Yeah, dude. I mean, honestly, yeah, for sure. I've done all right. I don't want to sound bragging right now. But for me, my type of personality is I find something that I like, I stick with it. So Khaleesi's like, she's my rock, she's my center, dude. So
Dude,
what
yeah.
up?
And props to you for being so open about your like less than stellar dong. Like, I think that's something we really admire, especially in like this podcast, of just being open and vulnerable and just saying like, hey, my dong's less than Av, but you know what? I'm proud and I still get chicks.
For sure, dude. And like, honestly, you guys have created a safe space and you're my dog. So I feel like I can say whatever in front of you guys and it's legit.
In my mind, you have a huge dong just with your energy and presence.
Thank you, dude. I remember one time JT and I were at the beach playing some volleyball, and some dude was like, couldn't believe that JT was like 5'8". What are you, 5'8"?
Yeah.
5'8". He's like, what, dude? No, I thought you were at least like 5'10", which just means like, dude, his confidence, the way he plays and the way he brings it, like he's gained 2 inches of actual height,
For sure.
from legitness.
Dude, tell him, tell the Stokers like how Khaleesi reacts when you tell her you have a small dong, because you'll tell he calls his girlfriend Khaleesi.
Yeah.
She's like always like, no, you don't. Like, don't say that.
Yeah, she's like, she says that's a terrible joke. She's like, why would you say something like that? She says, honestly, the worst thing, she goes, you have a nice sized dong. I'm like, that's not nice. You know what I mean? As a guy, what do you want to hear, dude? One word, dude. Big.
Beast.
Yeah.
Beast. Big, dude. Monster. Never seen anything like it.
I got freaking Podor's dong, dude.
Dude, she feels like she's got a parka on and like cold weather clothes. She's about to, what do they call it? What are they? Mal-
Scale.
Oh,
yeah, she's about to
scales.
scale Everest every time she sees that dong come out.
Exactly. Yeah, she needs a Sherpa, dude, to tackle my dog. You like give her directions. You know, like don't go that way. You're gonna get hurt over
A lot
there.
of dead bodies over there.
You cross that vein, you're done, dude.
You're not coming back.
There's a frozen chick back there from like 06.
Yeah.
My dong's called K2.
Yeah.
No one, you see, stumbles upon like dead frozen bodies on the way.
Sometimes I feel like if you keep saying your dong's little, though, this is something I worry about. Like it might actually get smaller.
Oh, interesting.
Like
I believe that.
So why are you doing it though?
Here's what I believe, dude. I believe it in a sense of the mindset of it. You know, it's like
Yeah.
it's like what the self-help people tell you. You know, it's like, dude, repeat yourself. I'm the man. I'm the shit. You'll believe it. You know.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot.
So I think
yeah.
it's perception, but actual science getting smaller. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Let's dip into some news. Fellas, did you guys see this dude who rode the biggest wave ever surfed?
Yeah.
This
I heard
Brazilian, Rodrigo Coxa?
A beast at Nazaré, Portugal.
Dude, well said.
Yeah.
that. Very nice accent.
And yeah, dude, that Nazaré, I think it just kind of just popped up in recent years, ever since like the late 2000s, but just like came on and just a massive wave in the Atlantic, which you wouldn't expect. You know, Atlantic, you're like, I don't think there'll be big waves, but
Atlantic's probably the most bitch ocean out there.
that's
dude.
what I think. Yeah, although it did sink the Titanic, so you got to
guys
give
think it's
props for that.
Truth.
Oh yeah, because the Indian
Truth.
Ocean's like firing and like
Indo,
yeah.
and
Okay.
warm.
Fire more.
Atlantic's cold and just like kind of.
Which J Bay?
That's South Africa. So
But which
I think
ocean
that's-
is that?
technically
Is that
in-
Pacific?
Indian. I don't know.
Which coast? Cortez Bank is like the biggest break, right? And that's in the Pacific.
Yeah,
That's off California, right?
I don't know.
That's not even like a wave, right? It's just like monster swells or something.
Yeah,
like
and
that.
it just
Yeah.
hits like a shelf.
Interesting.
But Nazaré, there was some like controversy about it. They're like, oh, it just rolls. It's not. It's like a bunny hill wave. It doesn't break fully. Whereas like Jaws and stuff, you'll see it like in Maui, you'll see it like break fully, and it can just fuck you up. But then, you know, like Red Bull put out a video where they're like, no, this thing breaks. You know, and you see it actually. And then on the same day as Rodrigo, this is my legends. That's why I'm so knowledgeable on it.
Love it. Dude.
Oh, dude, did I?
this is my,
Dude.
this is my legend.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't know. We don't
Yeah.
discuss who his legend's going to be, and I kind of
no,
jumped
it's all,
the gun.
It's all good. We can dive in
the
further.
gun surfboard. I jumped it.
Dude,
Some dude, what's his name?
Turtle's making you a gun, dude. North Shore reference.
Dude,
Turtle.
I watched Endless Summer last night. The original.
Oh, you did?
Dude, who would be who? Would I be Wingnut, dude? Because I'm a little older, more mature, dude. Or is that too self-aware, which means I'm not Wingnut?
No,
I feel
if
like
you're-
you're
I
Pat
think-
O'Connell, right, dude?
Thanks for cutting me out, dog.
Dude,
yeah.
no, you're all. Who's the other guy that's in it, dude?
I don't know.
There's two.
Oh, dude, then you guys are both, dude.
Oh, dude, you're
I'm
Wingnut.
you're in
You're
it, dude.
Wingnut.
You're
Come
Wingnut.
on.
camera one, dude. I'm camera one.
I'm sure
Dude, it's
Wingnut. I'm sure Wingnut knows curtains.
That's true, dude. Wingnut knows. He's got knowledge. dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even surf.
I know. Dude, I suck. I mean, I longboard, dude, but
I got a Strider. We've established you got a small dong. And you don't.
and I don't surf well, dude.
And Strider's
Appreciate
dad's a.
Yeah, he's a doctor,
A
dude.
derm.
Yeah, he's a dermatologist, dude. He doesn't mess around. So I got no tats, dude. I remember, like,
Yeah.
if I'd get a sunburn, dude, and I came home, it was bad news.
Yeah.
I remember I was at a volleyball tournament one time,
Yeah.
and I had the worst sunburn. Even guys on my team were like, dude, you've got a terrible sunburn. And my dad was coming to pick me up, and I just knew it was on. So he was a successful guy. He bought a Dodge Viper,
Yeah.
red Dodge Viper with the license plate Hiss. So super subtle, super cool.
Yeah.
Literally showed up, dude, and you can't see me right now, but it's because it's a podcast, but a very, very disappointed mixed with sheer rage face.
Dude-
Rage plus disappointment
Dude,
face.
my dad was the same way. He's a doctor as well, so he would just like lather me up with like Neutrogena, which is like way too thick.
Yeah.
And it scarred me, it's one of those things where he put so much sunscreen on my skin as a kid that I'm like, I'm never wearing this shit again. Although I do wear it now, but like, there's a good 10 years where he's like, are you wearing sunscreen? I'm like, no, Dad. And I just fucking
rebellion phase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, my dad used to make me wear a T-shirt. Like, we'd go in, like, my entire family, I've got siblings, dude, 4 of them, dude.
yeah.
What up? And we would go in the jacuzzi and just sit with our shirts on in the jacuzzi, like the only people. Like, we go to like a hotel pool, and people were like, what are these idiots all doing? Like full hats, sunglasses, just looking like we're about to go to like a track meet and just
Yeah.
sitting in a jacuzzi.
You judge the fuck out of those people too. Like when we used to go to like Wild Rivers and shit like that, you'd always see the kid in the shirt, and you'd
Yeah.
just be like, all right, he's got bitch tits. Like he's obviously breaking out on his back. Like he's hiding.
Yeah.
You're hiding something.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
There's shame in his game.
Yes, dude. And have you ever been to a water park like Wild Rivers or Raging Waters? Or
And
whatever?
not pissed in the water.
No, I have every time. I have every
I'm
time.
like every ride, basically. Every time I touch the water, I start peeing.
Like a dog dominating the entire scene. Wait, what were you gonna say? Though?
And not gotten sunburned. Like you, like
Oh,
no matter
yeah.
no matter how much sunburn you put on, you are
Yeah.
getting sunburn at that park, dude.
And another thing, you're getting those the ice cream revolution thing. What is
Oh,
it?
Dippin' Dots.
Yeah.
You dog. Yes.
Dude, why at all theme parks is it like they serve regular ice cream in the world?
Yeah.
How come when you go to a theme park, some guy was like, people want the dots.
Yeah.
I think
When
the,
they get to these gates, they're getting the dots.
I think the guy who owned Dippin' Dots, his brother like owned
Yeah.
theme parks,
Yeah.
and they were like, dude, if we like collude on this, we could like corner the market.
Exactly. You don't see them anywhere else.
Anywhere.
Guys, serial killers. Are we into them? Like, are you fascinated by serial killers?
I'm nostalgic for like the fear, you know.
But
That's
yeah, dude, I
weird.
mean, I don't know. I'm not into. I never really feared it because like it'd be almost like cocky of me to think that like a serial killer wants to kill
Would
like
choose you.
my like straight white like dude that with a regular like a sister that plays tennis.
Yeah.
Like, why would you kill me?
I
I'm
love
not-
how
not
low your
interesting.
self-esteem is that you
Yeah,
don't even
with
think
a-
you're worthy of being killed.
With a little dick, dude. Just fucking can't surf
Yeah.
good. This fucking guy.
the serial killer just kicks you out of the van because you're being so depressed.
he's
Like,
stalking
why
me,
would you
dude."
even want me, dude? I'm such a bitch, dude. I have such a little dick. You could kill someone so much sicker than me, dude.
Why don't you go get Chad? He's got fucking. He's bronze, dude.
Well-
Surfs well. Dude.
Yeah.
What if on the news like apparently the serial killer just kills regular dudes?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're regular, like,
Yeah, it's like
you haven't done anything interesting. That's a great, like, motivational campaign for modern man.
It's like his target's just been like regular dudes who just like there's nothing really special about them. They're
Yeah.
just like all pretty regular.
Squares, the square
The
killer.
square killer.
Yeah.
He's just a lot of them play tennis and like have like a sister.
Like the most regular state. Like, no,
Yeah,
there's
he
a-
has- he,
the,
like-
the Montana square killer.
An insurance salesman was killed today.
He's like trying to like torture him. He's like, "What's your greatest fear?" The guy's like, "I guess like just like losing my job and not really having that financial security, and then having a couple dependents who I'm not able to take care of." He's like, "All right, cool.
You're done, dude.
I'm really in this
You're
guy's
done.
head." Yeah.
What's your deepest regret? Not investing earlier. Honestly, time was on my side and I didn't capitalize.
You know, like Silence of the Lambs where they're like in the hole, you know, with like all the victims are wearing like dockers and stuff.
Yeah.
He's just like, iron the dockers.
He catches his victims outside of Banana Republic and the Gap.
It irons the khakis.
Yeah, he's like super. Yeah, he's like, dude, I know you're gonna kill me, but if you could just let me out for a little bit so I can do the dishes before my honey gets home, like, I get it. You have your own needs, and I'm here to help you too. But I have other people I need to be responsible for. Thanks, dude.
I'm gonna have to cancel my golf lesson.
I'm gonna fire off a few emails and then cut my skin off. Yeah, go for it.
I've thought about that scenario for myself, but I've never been like I can relate to them. I just be like, dude, why?
Right.
Just like, I
Appeal
don't
to
know.
their humanity.
I get, yeah. I always have the notion in my head that I could like, if I get enough rage, I can fight anyone, which is totally off. But I'm just like, yeah, if someone gets threatened, I'll just beat their ass, even though I've never really been in a fight.
Well, I know what you mean though. Like I have friends who have like never been in a fight who are like, but dude, if I got mad, I'm like, yeah, if you got mad, you'd finally learn what a pussy you are.
Yeah, that's
Get your
I'm
ass
learning that too.
rocked.
I'm just
Yeah.
like, what makes me think I can fight anyone?
Dude, 100%. And
But you don't want to think you can't. You know what I mean? There's like
Yeah.
a healthy.
Yeah.
I definitely don't think I could. I'm a piece of shit. I'd get my ass beat.
No, you're so
Doubling down on my
dude. Strider does the funniest thing. Like not anymore, but like when we were younger, like if an angry dude tried to attack Strider, Strider would just drop to the ground and go, "I submit," and then the guy would be like, "What?"
fetal position, dude. It'd be like, I'm done. Like, you'll get no joy. Or like when dudes are like, dude, let's play football. Fucking tackle, dude. I'm like, no. I'm not going to get tackled so you can feel like a man for 2 seconds, dude. Like, we're both going to go get like takeout dinner later. Like fuck you, dude. I'm not going to hurt my elbow so you can feel good.
You had the best response too. I remember John like tried to like manhandle you, and you're like, you just dropped to the ground. You're like, I'm done. And then I was like, man, don't you feel like a bitch? You're like, dude, I controlled the outcome.
Alpha, dude. That's beta alphaing.
When I was a pledge, they would like, someone would be like, let's fuck up Chad, you know, and I'd just be like, are you serious? And they'd be like, I guess not.
Dude, there's some people who like aren't fun to torture. You're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Chad's too cool. Like, yeah, let's leave him alone.
It's all about the reaction. That's why it's fun to like tease your girlfriend or whatever. Like, you know, do like an immature joke, like burp or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, it's all about the punchline is the reaction."
Yes. Yeah, I find I'll say more inflammatory stuff that I don't really believe in just because I know my girlfriend's stance is so counter to what I'm saying.
Yes.
And I'm just like it's like you're in the movie Congo.
Yeah, great movie.
When they have the laser perimeter and the gorillas are like running into it to see where the weak points are. Like you're just testing the perimeter to see where like you can get in there at.
Dude, I absolutely 100% love using Congo as a relationship analogy. I think
Dude,
that
a
is-
movie about killer gorillas,
Killer
dude.
gorillas, dude. Amy, love you. Amy, love you.
Yeah, there's a gorilla that has like a voice box so it can talk like a human.
Yeah.
So it's shunned by other gorillas because it sounds like
It's the best, dude. And all like the evil gorillas are like this weird albino looking like type of
Yeah.
gorilla.
got
Very
that-
creepy looking.
I got you. Got that flick.
Oh, dude, it's a great. Next time, let me tell you, if VR goes well, come back to my place, watch a movie. You flip on Congo. You're having a good night, dude.
If I get Khaleesi, I could bring her to meet Khaleesi.
Bro, do you guys
Senior,
realize
if you get a Khaleesi,
It
you
is-
got like 30 Khaleesi,
Yeah, dude.
dog.
It's gonna be too different, dude. Yeah, you're like you're Jon Snow, dude. Like, I mean, there's a Khaleesi out there for you, but she's gonna be of high quality. And then we all triple date, dude.
Yeah.
Do you know how much I'd love that?
Dude,
Bonfire.
Strider, stop trying to bring us to your side of the
yeah,
world.
Dude,
dude.
all I want you guys to do is come over, dude.
Dude,
Dude,
I
you
never-
can give me I'll give you a stud finder, how to put up curtains, dude. You can't put them up anywhere, bros.
I never thought I'd say this, but hearing you talk about that made me want to like dive into a project with a GF.
Oh my gosh, Strider podcast over, Bailskis, dude.
Dude, I love it, dude. Come over to the light side, bro. Come on over, dude. Dude, I drink micro brews, bro. Feels nice, dude.
Disgusting.
Dude, I kick my feet up. My girlfriend and I, we bond over, dude. How was work today, dude? Oh, it's whatever, dude. What did Chris say? Is he coming around? It's great, dude. All those details were bad, but you guys get it, dude.
All right. What about what do you guys think about I read the Tiger Woods biography. What do you guys think about like child prodigies? There's like this yodeling kid now too who's dude, this yodeling kid. Have you guys seen him? I finally watched this
briefly.
his song. So he got famous for yodeling in Walmart, and then they made a song with him, and the song is yeah, it's cool to be the center of attention, but if I'm going to be famous, I want to be famous for loving you, girl. And like when people come up to me, I want them to say like, "Oh, how's your wife? How's your family?" Not ask me about my career. Like those are the lyrics of the song. But he's like 10 years old.
Interesting.
What I'm saying is I don't think he wrote that song. I think Strider fucking wrote that
Dude,
song.
honestly,
Dude.
I connected to those lyrics. You sang it right there. I was like, dude, let's go talk. Let's turn the mics off. Let's go dive into it, dude. You know? Yeah, no authenticity from that kid anywhere. They're just like, look, we have something. That's just some businessman like eating a salad, being like, what's this yodeling kid doing? Well, let's go to our repertoire of songwriters. Let's put them together. We've got a hit. You know, that's the Jimmy Iovine. Like, I find 10-year-olds in supermarkets all over the country, and I make them big. I turn them into stars. You know, it's a nightmare.
That guy sounds creepy.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, I
Jimmy.
find 10-year-olds. Yeah.
We've been ripping so much. I don't think we have much more time for news, but I just want to get your guys' what is the your guys' state of the union on Marvel movies?
I'm gonna say anti.
Do you still see them?
Not really. No. How can I relate to that?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have a big ass hammer.
100%.
I'd rather watch Midnight in Paris with Owen Wilson.
That's a good movie.
Not bad.
We
movie,
saw that
man.
in theaters
We
together.
did. Remember when the guy who played was it Hemingway or it was
Yeah.
Dali.
Dali was great. And Toulouse-Lautrec was legit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, dude, we're just name dropping guys.
Wait,
that
who's
we've
the
heard
last
about
one
in
you
college.
said?
Toulouse-Lautrec, dude. The little he's like a tiny little Parisian artist.
Right,
I'm blanking on his piece, but I think he's actually responsible for the Starbucks symbol. Like it's based on a sketch of his.
Interesting.
Yeah. Dang, what were we saying a second ago, dude? There was
Midnight in
something I wanted to
Paris.
say.
What you the Hemingway character?
Oh, the Hemingway character.
I forget who played it.
Corey Stoll.
Oh, yeah. You're always like the deep well of knowledge.
I got the names on movies. Yeah.
Every book report I ever did, all throughout education, was always on Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what grade. Like, I never read it once either.
Are we gonna get to pet the rabbits, George?
Yeah, Georgie, the rabbits, Georgie.
George the rabbits, dude. It's a great story. I've only seen the movie that Gary Sinise did, which was really good.
John Malkovich.
But it's like you're a regular guy who's got ability. If you relate to the George character, which most people probably do, and then you have to take care of a dumb guy who's got a great heart, and then by the end of it, spoiler alert, you have to kill the dumb guy because he's too dumb for the world. Like he's so dumb, he's dangerous. I think we've all had bros like that.
100%, dude.
Dude, to be totally candid, we kind of, I hate to say it, but we had a friend like that who passed away.
Yeah, we did.
All right.
End of podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know how deep they want to dive into.
All right, let's get into it. Who's your babe of the week, Chad?
My baby of the week. So this one's special. I received an email from this girl named Sam, who's a fan, and her best friend Ashley. They're both fans, avid listeners of the pod. Ashley was involved in a pretty bad car accident. I guess she was a head-on car crash going 70 miles per hour, caused by a reckless driver that fled the scene. Coward. And she had to be cut out of her car, was life flighted to the hospital. She survived, and she's in recovery. She's going to have to relearn how to walk. But Sam maintains that her stoke is still through the roof. I just want to make Ashley babe of the week. Ashley, thank you so much for being a listener to the pod, and we're pulling for you in your recovery. This pod is thinking about you, and we wish you the best in your recovery, and we're stoked that you are doing well.
Yeah, and Ashley, reach out to us individually on social media if you want to. And yeah, we'd love to be with you every step of the way on your journey to recovery, on your journey through recovery. And yeah, Stokers, let's all have her in our thoughts and prayers. And let's, just be a part of this as a collective.
Yeah, Ashley, babe of the week.
You're a good friend, Sam.
Stay stoked.
Yeah, please.
Who's your babe?
My babe of the week is Frances McDormand, the actress who this year, she's having a career achievement. She won Best Actress for 3 billboards outside of Billings, Montana. And but I've been a fan of Frances McDormand from the jump. Like, I think I've bashed the Coen brothers on the first episode, but they are gifted filmmakers, and she was in their first movie, Blood Simple, and she was tremendous. And then from there, it's just been like hit after hit after hit after hit. Like, she's in Fargo. She's so fucking good. She won Best Actress for that too, right?
Yeah, she should have.
Yeah,
she's great.
So she's got 2. And then I loved her in Almost Famous as the mom.
Yeah.
Like, so relatable. She always has so much personality and spunk in all of her parts. Even when she has a small part, like in Something's Gotta Give, where she's just playing the sister to Diane Keaton. Like, she brings so much personality and point of view to what she's doing. And then she's in the movie Laurel Canyon, where she's like a hippie music producer, and her son's kind of like a straight edge, like a doctor type. And she has to like seduce her son's girlfriend, who's
Christian
played
Bale.
by Kate Beckinsale,
Beckinsale and
who is
Bale.
also a babe of the week. And yeah, she's just like, whether she's playing like an uptight mom or a sexy music producer, it all seems totally organic to her. And I'm just like blown away by her acting abilities. And she's married to one of the Coen brothers, so she likes a smart dude, and I think that's chill. And yeah, Frances, I know you're just gonna keep being in awesome movies, and I know you're a lot of people's babe of the week, but this week you're my babe of the week.
Love it, dude.
That was
Love it.
moving.
Did you watch the movie recently, or like rewatch one of them?
No, dude, I was thinking like whenever it's like babe of the week time, I try to really think like who's like a woman that like or a dude, sometimes I do a dude, who's like a person that like I've admired aesthetically, but I've also like always appreciated beyond that. And it's not, I mean, sometimes my babe of the week can honestly just be like a super hot chick from Instagram. It could be that every week, if I was being more honest. Because like a lot of times the babe I'm paying the most attention to is just a chick with like a really nice can and a good diet plan and a lot of positivity on Instagram.
100%.
But,
doing
it's a good-
workouts with like good backgrounds.
A fire rig all around.
Yeah, exactly.
dude,
and
for
I
sure.
and you know what? Next week I should do one of those just to be more well-rounded and more genuine about my interests. Because,
Yeah.
but
Amen,
for
dude.
sure.
but the thing about Frances is like she's still pretty and like. Jesus, I'm sorry, Frances. It's not about that. But, back in the day, she was smoke show.
Yeah.
And but she's a fire actress. And there is the thing where if you're like really, really good at what you do and you have status because of what you do, that's also attractive.
Oh,
for
100%,
sure.
dude. That's the rock star effect, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You guys are so supportive of
Like Mick Jagger, dude. Mick Jagger, not a hot dude. He's
Not
got
a
nice
hot
lips. He dances kind of like a chicken.
Androgynous, though. That was a big part of it.
True. But guess what, dude? He was doing him. You know what I mean?
Dude, have you seen John Mulaney's bit on him?
No, in the new one?
It's so funny.
Oh, where
No,
he's like,
is it?
no.
No, not funny.
Yeah. I did see that. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and then he's like looking for a word that rhymes or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, can? He's like, no. He's like, ban. He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
No. He's like, ban. Yeah. Apparently, he just goes Diet Coke. It just appears in his hand.
right. I mean, he's been a legend for like 50 years
Yeah.
now.
What a weird awesome existence.
Who's
but
the most
weird.
unhot person that's it's like always interesting, like Adrian Brody,
Yeah.
but he's got interesting features, but like he's hot because like he was him.
I mean, Drake, like,
Oh,
I think
yeah.
if Drake wasn't Drake, it'd be
Yeah.
like, he'd be a dude. Like, you could see him working at Best Buy and just being like, not that there's not like, you know, hot
dude.
guys who have charisma everywhere, but
Yeah, I like to consider me at Benihana as a relatively hot dude, laying down some you know,
Yeah, dude.
slaughters.
When we visited you definitely stood out.
Thank you, dude. I appreciate that, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you.
all right. Do you have a babe of the week off the top?
Dude, honestly, dude, my baby of the week's probably my girlfriend. Actually, 100% gotta be. For a few reasons, mainly because she's like my rock, makes me a better person, makes me who I am. And, dude, she recently directed a play, and it was really good, dude. Women Laughing Alone with Salad. And, yeah, dude, she killed it at that, like, artistically. And, dude, she looked fire in all of her outfits that she wore. And, yeah, dude, when she does good stuff, and, dude, forgive me for saying this, but kind of gets me a little bit horny, dude, when she's, like, being herself, you know? So she's my baby of the week, dude.
That's touching.
Yeah. Good stuff, man.
Thanks, dude.
Who's your legend of the week?
My legend, we touched on it briefly. Rodrigo Coxa. Is that how you say it?
I think so. Yeah. You I mean, you nailed the fucking beach that they were ripping at.
Nazare. Yeah, if you stokers haven't seen it, check it out. It went viral last weekend. This dude just charged an 80-foot wave, and it's in the Guinness. I think he paddled it too. I think that's something I should note too.
Whoa, he paddled it?
I think that's. Yeah, so Rodrigo, you're a legend, dude, a beast, and props to you. You know, big wave surfers. Never really. I think the biggest one I've ridden is probably 15 feet. Never really had any interest to go beyond that, but I mean, just the balls it takes to paddle into those waves. Because I surfed this weekend. I got held down for 5 seconds, but it feels like 20.
That's a lifetime, dude.
Yeah.
I also think you're being like casual about 15 feet, but
Yeah.
for people who have been in the water and like experienced even what a 4-foot strong wave can feel like
Yeah.
dude, that's
huge.
double overhead. That is terrifying.
Yeah, it's at
Yeah.
Steamer Lane, Santa Cruz.
That kills people.
Yeah, and it just it's Steamer Lane too, because you'll see them coming out from like so far, and you're like, and you just like you're like, all right, I guess I'll start paddling towards that. It's like, yeah. But yeah, I mean, just the balls it takes and to be able to get caught in a wave, and then just I have so much respect for big wave surfers, and just he really you saw in the wave, if you see the video, the lip almost gets him, but he just like shoots out past it.
Does he make it?
He makes it, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, dude, props to you for being a legend, being a big wave surfer and charging Nazare.
All right, I got 2 legends of the week because one of them's spontaneous. When I was listening to that about Rodrigo Coxa, I was like, oh man, is he gonna get he's probably gonna get a lot of attention and get laid because of this like monster success, which is like kind of where my head goes sometimes.
Sure.
I'm like, oh, you've achieved all these things, now you get like the fruits of success. So that brings me to my legend, who is Banksy. Now, I think Banksy is like a really great artist because it's aesthetically pleasing what he does. It challenges and subverts like norms and authority, which I think is a big part of art. And then what I think is the most artistic is he doesn't get credit for what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like I think all the time I'm like, is Banksy getting laid off all this wild stuff that he's doing? I mean, he's going to like the Gaza Strip where there's like, tons of turmoil and probably the threat of violence, and he's painting like beautiful murals that say like walk through this part, it's invisible here, which is such a playful thing to do in such a it's a juxtaposition of the playfulness with the imminent danger that makes it so striking. But then the biggest thing for me is that like it's a secret. Like he's not getting homies out of it. He's not getting laid out of it. And then my other legend of the week is going to correlate to my beef of the week. But my other legend of the week is from It's multiple people. It's from the first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire. The Green Goblin, played by Willem Dafoe, is about to kill Tobey Maguire, and he goes, "Listen to me, Spider-Man. This town loves nothing more than to turn on someone, and you're going down." And Spider-Man's like holding a bus full of children, and Mary Jane is love, and it's like he's just maxed out, like he can't hold it any longer. And then the Green Goblin's gonna fly at him and kill him, and he can't drop those things and escape, or those people will die. And then right before he gets there, a fucking like brick hits him in the head, and he flies out. And then it cuts to like the Brooklyn Bridge or whichever one it is, and there's a bunch of fucking New Yorkers, and one of them goes, "Hey, why are you trying to fuck with Spider-Man? He's just trying to save a bunch of kids." And then another New Yorker chucks something out, and he goes, "Hey, you mess with one of us? This is New York.
Yeah.
You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us."
Yeah.
And I got so jacked up because I was like, dude, that's the Green Goblin. Like, he will smash all of you. But they don't give a fuck, dude. They see someone doing right, they come to that person's aid, they back their play, and they put it all on the line trying to help people. And I love that.
New York.
That's New York.
I love it.
That's America. That's this podcast. That's what we're all aiming for.
Dude, I remember I saw that in theaters, and I was like, is that what New York is like?
Right? Yeah, it gets you pumped,
Yeah,
right?
maybe we'll go get a pizza and just like, yeah.
The way that guy said, "You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us."
Yeah.
And it's people of every race, creed, nationality, gender, whatever.
Was that pre 9/11 or after 9/11?
I think it was right after 9/11. I think they made it before 9/11, but
Oh,
I think
okay.
it came out after 9/11.
Yeah.
And so that was like, yeah, it totally was
Yeah.
part of that, like,
Play.
yeah. Even when, you try to bring us to our knees, like, we're going to stand together.
Yeah.
All right, who's your beef of the week?
My beef of the week is this group of Spaniards in Barcelona. So a few years back, I was in Barcelona with my boy Will, backpacking through, soaking up the culture, partying, understanding the European lifestyle, holding it down, hostel life, clubs, tapas, all that shit.
Love
And
it,
it was fire. And then one night we were in Barcelona, we were going to my favorite bar, La Cucaracha, which is Spanish for the cucaracha, and ripping shots, having a good time. They served one of my favorite shots, the chupamelos huevos, which is a Spanish delicacy. I think it's like a shitload of booze and 7-Up, and it was delicious. And so, we were there probably till about 2 a.m. just trying to explore free love with Spaniard ladies. We weren't successful. We went to go get a gyro or a hero. I don't know how you pronounce it.
I've never known.
Yeah, I'm going to call it gyro because I like that better. We went to get a gyro at the restaurant. We were walking down this alleyway. All of a sudden, I hear this, "Maricón, maricón," which is a homophobic slur in Spanish. Right. And we turn around, and there's this group of probably 12, probably 17-year-old Spaniard dudes in white jeans and just charging towards us, "Maricones, maricones," and we're like, "What, dude?" And they just come up to us, and we just keep walking. We're like, all right, whatever. And then all of a sudden we're walking. I'm like, can't wait for this gyro, dude. All of a sudden I hear this, "Maricón," and I see a flying, this pair of white jeans just flying at me in the form of a flying kick.
Whoa.
Yeah, and this guy kicks me. He got me in the chest, kicks me to the ground. Luckily, my boy Will, who's just a tank, he's 6'2", burly guy. He was like, "What?" Just starts throwing fists and just I was on the ground and I was getting back up. I'm like, "Whoa, dude, this is the first fight I've been in." I was kind of stoked,
Yeah.
And then he just starts punching all of them, and it lasted 30 seconds. Then they bounce and they're just "Maricón, maricón," and then just bounce. And I'm like, yeah. So my beef is with you guys, Spaniards.
Yeah.
You guys tried to ruin our night. You tried to stop us from getting gyros, but you know what? That piqued my adrenaline, that conflict, and it made me enjoy the gyro that much more. So you tried and you failed, my friends. And I want to give a shout out to my boy Will for holding it down, fighting. I would have fought more, but I was on the ground and then it was over. So that's my beef, and that's the only, I'm going to use quotations, fight I've been in, because I wouldn't really call it that.
But dude, if someone chest kicks you, I'd say
Dude,
you meet the criterion for a fight.
Dude, I was amazed. I was like, whoa, you just did a flying kick? It's a bold move.
You got to start the fight like this is Sparta.
Yeah,
and
but
you.
But the thing is, it didn't hurt that much. I think he lost a lot of momentum, so by the time he got to me, it was just kind of a tap, and I think I was so just whoa, I just fell down.
What makes you say they were 17 and not 18?
Probably the white jeans.
Yeah,
When you're
probably the
18,
white
You
jeans.
decide, I'm not wearing white jeans anymore,
Yeah.
dude.
And-
You're an adult. You
Yeah.
got to be a kid to be wearing white jeans,
Yeah.
or like, I don't know, have a yacht.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the white jeans. They were looking for a fight, and
Will gave it to him.
yeah, dude.
All right, my beef of the week. This is what's got me high intensity, my dogs. So, as you guys know, I have a lady. We're deep in love. But so last week we talked about this guy who I was fond of, and then Chad has long said is a dweeb. And I saw him with a girl. I saw him acting like hyper confident and like full of endorphins, and then I saw him making out with her. But then, dude, out of nowhere, totally unexpected, this guy runs into my girlfriend out in the world, and the first thing he says to her is some bullshit about me. He basically just tried to sandbag me about my sex addiction and like bring it up to my girlfriend. And like she told me about it immediately. And I just like, I don't even know what to do about this. Like I am so fucking mad. I don't want to be all hot and testosterone, but there's just some lines you don't cross. And when you do, it needs to get rectified.
For sure, because he went through a skeething snake play, dude. First of all,
sniveling.
He's a
props
weasel.
to your
He's a
girlfriend.
Sniveling.
Total
Yeah.
weasel, dude.
Fucking weasel.
Total weasel, dude.
Fuck him.
He's thinking about no one but himself in that scenario. He's not thinking
Yeah.
about sandbagging you. He's not thinking about how your girlfriend's gonna react to that, or like how
Yeah.
she's gonna take that. Like he's just like, ooh, here's a plan. Like, dude, I don't even know why. I mean, I do know, but there's a few different theories. But like, why would you even say that to somebody, dude? In the slap, it's got to be, look, you've got to overcorrect the problem now.
It's going to be a very small slap. It's just going to be a sign of disrespect.
Yeah.
Like I'm just going to let
Yes.
my hand slowly run across his face.
He's clearly very insecure.
Dude, okay, and then here's the other thing, just to give you some context. I don't even know this dude that well, but like a year ago, he told me he had broken up with his girlfriend. He's like, oh, don't sleep with my girlfriend. I'm like, I don't even know your girlfriend. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't even,
You've
Yeah.
never met her once in your life.
never met her. And then he told my girlfriend after the thing, after bringing up my sex addiction, she's like, yeah, he's got a big libido. Like, what?
Yeah.
Thank you. But like, what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
why are you even talking about it? Have you ever talked about any of your bros? And I would gladly do it because I respect you dudes. But like, I've never been like, oh yeah, JT, dude, guy's got great sexual energy. Or have you met my friend Chad, dude?
To
Guy
someone's
bones.
girlfriend. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you would never say that to somebody
to,
like
and
ever,
to someone's
dude.
girlfriend too.
And it sucks because I really like this dude. I really respected him, and now it's for life. Done.
Yeah, with him
Done.
and his bullshit. I have so much empathy. I'm so quirky. Isn't that hilarious? Fuck you, dude.
Yeah,
You
that's
see
the other
right
thing.
through it. Fuck you.
That's the other thing
Exactly.
too. Is like dudes will like. All people do this, but you present yourself as a certain kind of person. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then you do something like that, you just reveal your character.
Yeah.
Like whatever my issues are, I don't do shit like that. Like I'll come
Yeah.
up to you straight up, but I'm not going to sandbag you behind your back to people you love.
Yeah.
Like that is just beyond reprehensible. I just don't see like what possible rationalization there could be for doing something like that.
No,
Yeah, it's
sandbag.
a really whack move.
That's my beef of the week.
100%. 100%. You know what, dude? Sometimes they say, dude, when someone does like that to you, it restores your faith in the Almighty because guess what, dude? God's going to forgive you so I don't have to, dude.
Yes.
Later.
Hey, Chad and I have to hit the restroom, so Strider's going to just talk to the Stokers a little bit about his state of mind and condition.
What up, Stokers? Well, Chad and JT go take leaks. Just want to let you guys know, dude, keep living that positive life, dude. Keep obviously, dude, I think a reason the bros do, who they got beef with is to just get it out there, dude. Don't harbor resentment, dude. That's going to lead to passive aggressiveness, dude. And don't do any sandbag, douchebaggery or snake moves or weasel activities, dude. Just be yourself. If you've got a problem with somebody, confront them in a mature manner, just say, hey, let's sit down, let's talk about it, dude. Don't try to go behind anyone's back, dude. I would never do something like that, like a little punk bitch. Dude, if you got any babes in your life, dude, like JT was saying earlier, dude, babe isn't all looks, even though we do respect solid, bona fide rigs, like that's for sure what's up, dude. Like that's like how reproduction goes down, but like how do you sustain that, dude? You got to have someone who's got a great personality, dude, who agrees with what you agree with, and who disagrees with it you disagree with, dude. Like, and likes playing virtual reality games, or whatever that means to you, dude. Maybe virtual reality games to you is reading a book, dude, or like, I don't know, Renaissance fairs or whatever, which sound like dank activities, but like, those aren't jumping off the page for me. Like, for me and my GF, dude, like, honestly, what we both love to do is I'm getting into cooking, dude. Like I was saying, I've taken a few secret classes, sur la table, dude. Learn how to make soufflés and, you know, some fondue dip, dude. And like really trying to learn how to entertain, you know. Like I want to have my bros over and hopefully they're future babes and for them to look at me and be like, yo, Strider, dude, this is a dank fondue that you made, dude. Like, what is this? And I'll be like, it's a milieu of different cheeses from the European region, dude. And just like watch them dip and enjoy, you know, I guess in this case, not the fruits, but the dairy of my labor. And yeah, dude, so I'm just pumped up for that. And so yeah, dude, just keep fucking posting up, being legit, kicking it with your bros, respecting people, and not sandbagging like punk bitches, dude. And looks like JT and Chad have both drained their lizard and stepping back into the studio, dude, ready to cut it up and flesh it out, dude. What up, dudes?
All right, let's get into some questions. Oh, should we do an ad first?
Oh, yeah. Okay, Stokers, as always, this podcast is brought to you by Douglas Lubricant, and I have some copy here. Hey, Stokers, Chad here with another message from our sponsor, Douglas Lubricant. Boning is something we all crave. Whether you're at work, the gym, the club, or Thanksgiving dinner, we all think about boning a lot. So when the magical act happens, you want to make sure you give your best effort because the only thing worse than a flat spell is lackluster boning. That's where we come into play. Douglas Lubricant not only provides smooth boning, but with our new Sensation Tingle technology, you and your partner will add a whole new level of sensation to the boning experience. So next time you hit the sack, choose Douglas. Thank you, Douglas Lubricant.
And as always, we're also brought to you by my buddy Danny at UCI Baseball. If you're good at baseball, go to UCI. They should call it UC, instead of UC Irvine, they should call it UC Newport Beach because it's right there.
Dude, it's a dank school. Like,
For sure.
And like, you can play baseball by the coast. Think about it, dude. Like when you're with your boys and it's a little flat outside in the water and you can't shred, what are you doing, dude? Besides volleyball, playing wiffle ball. It's just baseball in the sand.
All right, let's get into the questions. Yo, what up, Krog Keystador? What up, Parmageddon? This is Kevin again. I don't have any other way to say this. I am majorly pissed off right now, bro. First, that broad questioned my epic bet with my legendary bro, Paul. Then that weird San Diego stalker questioned my downhill race against the preps in Cincy. I have to say, I haven't been this upset since the time I prematurely nutted in my sweatshorts while making out with the most popular chick in school, Jen Hewitt. Anyway, since you brohams are 2-2 on giving me amped advice, I'm going to hit the wave once again. I'm in another shredder bind where I need your almighty advice. The school year is coming to an end, so I decided to call in sick with my new mega babe, Joan, and my bro, Sam. We borrowed Sam's dad's Porsche and rode about town, hit up a baseball game, and I even karaoke'd in front of mad peeps downtown. Dude, that sounds like a killer fucking day.
For sure.
The problem is my lame sis is on to me. Should I come clean or continue raging? Kevin.
Continue raging, dude.
Yeah, I think it's up to your sister to come around to your way of life, not the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I didn't even like consider your sister as a part of the story, dude. Like, I thought the question was gonna be like, you know, between you, like your new babe and Jen, who you made it out with, and like nutted in your shorts. Also, I'd say, dude, focus on the positive. You were making out with a hot chick.
Yeah.
And you nutted, dude.
Yeah,
so.
for sure. Like, your sister, I suspect her just being pissed is that's already making her day terrible. I suspect she's having a shitty day, so I don't know, dude. Don't give in to her bowl, dude. Just keep raging. Do you?
And dude, yeah, I mean, I think you're living life right. Like, life goes by fast, and I think when you look back, you're gonna have some pretty epic memories to recall. So
Yeah.
keep doing what you're doing, and you know, I just hope that your sister can stop being jealous of your good time and start maybe trying to have her own good time.
Yeah.
Indeed, as a bro who has a sister, I'll tell you this: sisters like to party too, dude. And you know, spread the love. Like, I don't know how chill she is. My sister's pretty chill. You know, she'll crush a blue moon. Dude, maybe you invite her to the party. I don't know,
Yeah.
bro. Like, let her roll with, see how she reacts.
Yeah. And check the mileage on the Porsche to make sure your bro's dad doesn't get too pissed about that.
Good call.
Yeah.
Hey, Chad and JT. First off, I'm a huge fan of the podcast. Thank you, dude. Y'all are awesome. I've never met him, but I'm sure Paul would be very proud of y'all. Dude, thank you for that. Keep up the good work. I was wondering if I could get some advice or possible words of wisdom. I am working and living in China this summer, and I don't speak the language. This job is an English company. I am stoked for this adventure, but I am also pretty nervous. Do you have any advice on how to make this a memorable adventure, Riley? Dude, serendipitous as fuck. Our dog Strider did this exactly.
Yeah, dude. I spent 3 months in China teaching English, dude. But I was in Guiyang, China, the Guizhou province, dude. And I'll tell you right now, bro. Have a good, like, if there's anything in life, dude, have a good crew. I got Chad and JT, dude. When you're in that other country, find your crew and go experience stuff together, dude. Like, while you're out there, be like, yo, if you're even hesitating about going to the Great Wall, go to it, dude. Spend a little extra dough and go have a nice time. Steer clear of the street food no matter what, dude. I was in the bed for 3 days after having some, like, street pudding.
You got a sensitive stomach, though.
I do have a sensitive stomach. That's true. JT probably could have housed it and been fine, dude. Chad's a cultured guy, dude. He probably would have been fine too. I'm a little bitch when it comes to that, dude. But yeah, dude, have fun, dude. Teach your classes, dude. They're gonna love you when you get out there. You're gonna be a rock star just for having, like, dude. If you have blonde hair, dude, consider yourself blessed. If not, maybe bleach those tips, dude, because they're gonna freaking love that out there, bro.
I don't think he's teaching.
Oh, what's he doing? Just going out there?
I think he's working.
Dude, but he's working teaching English, right? No matter what, dude, just go experience new stuff, dude.
I remember when you were out there, and we don't want this to happen to him, but you were bumming pretty hard, right?
I was, dude. And I was bumming hard because I was lonely, dude. This was a time in my life I had no GF, dude. I was away from my crew, my bros, and I wanted to come home. And I think really what would have done it for me is if I was a little more adventurous and said, look, this is not the A squad crew, but this is a B squad crew, and let's go out there and have some fun.
How much weight did you lose?
Dude, I lost a lot of weight. I lost, like, probably close to 18 pounds, and I'm pretty lanky as it is. So I'm like 6'4", $180. I came back like 6'4", like 160, dude.
Damn.
I looked gaunt, dude. If anyone ever describes you as gaunt, it's not good, dude.
So just tell,
I remember
I would
that.
beef up, dude.
Going into it, dude, definitely get yourself some protein shakes, get yourself some Metrex, crush some green drink, load up on the protein because you can't trust it out there, and hit the kettlebells like JT does, and just freaking, yeah, mad reps until the day you leave, dude. Beef up.
What about the butt massage?
Dude, steer clear of every single bathhouse you go to. I went to a Chinese bathhouse. Thought I was getting myself into a massage. Turns out I got scrubbed down by this, like, coarse ass thing that, like, you clean like a grill with, dude. They fucking scraped my skin off, dude. They fucking scraped my chode. They scraped my balls. They scraped the base of my dick, dude. It fucking hurt bad, dude. I was red. I came outside, dude. It was like 9 in the morning, bro. I thought it was gonna be like midnight. I thought it was gonna be raining, dude. I had to, like, just, like, fucking be alert and go through the day feeling the shame of getting my butthole, chode, taint, and base of my cock rubbed by some dude in, like, a fucking Yao Ming jersey, dude. So I'd say steer clear of that, bro. Do not go into the bathhouse. Definitely not, dude. Great wall over the bathhouse.
Chad and JT, what up? I have a situation that I'm sure you bros can assist with. A romantic interest of mine recently moved to San Diego from the East Coast. Her and I had a long-standing on and off relationship, but never took it to the next level due to various unrelated instances. I attended her father's wedding. Her family loves me. She attended my cousin's wedding. My family loves her. She's a true beauty inside and out, and I believe she is the Melania to my Chad. She broke things off when she moved to California and it dropped. My stoke meter swiftly to empty. But there is hope. Recently, my work has been looking to open an office in SoCal, but has had no volunteers. Should I take the leap and chase this woman across the country in poetic fashion, or do I let the cards fall where they may? Keep up the good work, gentlemen. You are both legends. Brody. What I think makes it most enticing is she's in Southern California. So to me, it's like go, because even if it doesn't work out, you're in the best place to live in the world.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely go. What are you waiting for, dude?
Yeah, and the details that you're giving us here as to why you care so much for her are substantial.
Yeah.
Like, these aren't frivolous things. Your guys' families like each other. You've taken each other to special events together. So, I don't know. It's worth the shot, man.
You know the answer, dude. Do it.
Exactly.
Pack those bags, playboy.
What up, Chad and JT? My name is Adam, and something bizarre has entered my mind. I think it would be a great conversation topic for you guys. After you poop, do you look at your poop before you flush it, or should great artists never look at their work? Thanks a lot. Love the podcast.
Fire question. I always look at it to measure my health.
100%.
When you wipe your girlfriend's butt, do you check?
Always, dude. Always. Dude. Oh, dude. That slipped by me, dude. Wipe my GF's butt, dude. I mean, look, dude. I got zinged by JT right there. I'll admit it. Maybe like, dude, sometimes I'll joke with my GF, like, am I your bitch? And the thing about that joke is, like, it's more of like a dead serious question, because she decides a lot of stuff for me now in my life. Dude, I don't wipe her butt.
What up, Council? First off, let me say thank you for all the laughs you've given to myself and the rest of my squad and for the great advice you offer each week. You're a big part of keeping my stoke high through the good times and the bad, and I always look forward to your next step. Thanks, dude. I'm a senior in high school, and I've stumbled into a strange situation. I've started to hang out with this girl a lot more, and I'm starting to see her as more than a friend. She's a total dime, crazy smart, and she hangs well with the boys. The problem is she's dating one of my best friends. I don't want them to break up, and I know she only sees me as a close friend, but other than trying to get over it, what advice can you offer to a bro just trying to maintain stoke during a tough time? It's a difficult position, but that's why I came to you guys I trust the most. Gotta remain anonymous because the crew are all loyal listeners to the pod. Thanks, bros.
That's a tough sitch.
That's tough. I mean, he's handling it, it seems like, as best he can. And, dude, I've been in that situation.
Yeah.
I had a crush on a friend's girlfriend. And you know what the thing was? I felt better about myself when I was supportive of them.
Yeah.
You have to live with your sins. That's
Yeah.
the tough part, is that the ends don't... This is from the movie The Corruptor. He says the ends justify the means, and his dad goes, fuck that. The means are what you live with. And I think you're doing the right thing, man. I think you're just going to have to soldier through.
Yeah, I agree. Power through.
And it sounds cliche, dude, but look, you're a young guy, dude. You're in high school. You're a senior in high school. It's a legit time. Have fun, dude. Try to make out with as many chicks as you can, dude. I mean, don't even look, you love this girl. You got powerful feelings, dude. Sounds like you're an emotional guy. That's good. Keep that up. That's legit. But, dude, you got college ahead of you. You got your whole life ahead of you. Probably going to meet some freaking smoke show in college, dude.
Yeah.
Not to say that the girl that you're digging now is going to be less than her, but, dude, just keep your eyes open, bro. Keep your head up. Support your bros.
Yeah.
And, you're going to get a nice chick with a nice rig down the road, dude.
For sure.
In a
Well
s-
said, dude.
I've always felt that the best way to is there's so many fish in the sea. You just keep plowing through and enjoying your life, and you'll keep meeting more and more. You don't want to get caught up on that one because you're like, then you meet a new one, and you're like, wow, I wasted like 6 months transfixed on, my best friend's GF. What the fuck was I doing?
Yeah.
I should have taken a rip from a Helix beer bong with my boys and just, looked out for the next fish.
So dank, dude.
I'm currently a senior in high school and about to go off to college. I'm super stoked about it, but also sad because my best friend, who actually introduced me to you guys, and I will be going our separate ways. Her to India and me to Indiana, and me to North Carolina. Do you have any advice on ways to maintain our close bond and tight friendship over the next 4 years? Huge fan of the pod. Thanks for everything that you do. I would say, dude, when I got kicked out of school, my mom said I wasn't going to be friends with Chad and Strider anymore. And, there was periods where we didn't see each other as much because you have to be on your own path. You can't just, you can't force these things. And so I think you just got to have as much fun as you can in college and have some great stories to share with her next time you see her.
Yeah. Keep in touch, though. Keep sending funny stuff. Anything you find hilarious. Just enjoy yourself, but stay in touch.
We've all lived in different places, and we've maintained our friendship just because we were always happy for the other person and whatever they were doing.
The power of group chat. The power of group chat.
That's true, too, dude. You got Instagram. You got all these social media stuff.
WhatsApp.
Yeah, dude. WhatsApp is a great one. Dude, this way you don't get as many alerts. Not, annoying, Yeah, bro. You're going to be solid, dude.
Huge. Hey, bros. How do you approach babes and how do you secure the lady parts? Or do I just light the matches, fuck the duck, and see what happens? Dylan. I go back to the, sorry to tread the same terrain, but I always go back to the unicorn parable. Look, if you go chasing the unicorn through the forest, you're going to cut down all the trees, you're going to light fire to the ground, and you're never going to find the unicorn. But if you have a beautiful picnic and you bring some great food and you play a lovely ukulele, the unicorn's going to come walking right up to you. And just take a lot of swings. Ask a lot of girls out.
Yeah.
I love it, dude. Exactly, dude. Just get up there, dude. Get up to the plate, dude.
Just go talk.
Yeah, dude.
What up?
That's the realest advice. Just go talk.
Yeah.
And, dude, immediacy is not your friend in that scenario. Don't be like, dude, at the end of this conversation, I have to have talked her into getting laid. Nah, dude. It's not going to work like that,
Listen.
dude. Unless
Listen
you're
to
Chad,
her.
because Chad's a legend, dude. But
he didn't just start there.
no, exactly. He fucking, dude, he paid his dues. He shredded. He built himself up,
He
dude.
listened to the ladies. You got to listen.
Correct, dude. Listen, see how she's vibing, dude, and then maybe that night you don't go and get laid, dude. That night you You invite her to coffee, dude. Then you hang out. And your grand scheme shouldn't be just to get laid. Should be like, dude, let's meet this person. Let's find out who this is. And do they deserve my dong?
Watch Hitch.
Watch Hitch. It's all about structuring your entire life about being an attractive dude. So you don't want to just look for that, you don't want to just be like a fucking slob and then wait for that one moment like, oh, hey, what's up? Check out my dong. You want to just be like, yeah, I have candles in my place and they're scented and, I like to drink green juice and go on runs. And she'll be like, wow, me too. And then you'll bone.
I love that, dude. And honestly, dude, the phrase getting lucky, dude, should never think like that, dude. Oh, I got lucky with the chick. Nah, dude. She got lucky. And, dude, you got a John Wood in yourself, dude. Luck is just when preparation meets opportunity, dude. When you're fucking just shredding every day, hanging with your bros, hitting the fucking helix bong, dude, and, reading books, dude, fucking gaining knowledge, dude, and being a solid bro. Guess what, dude? That's preparation, dude, and the opportunity is going to be when that unicorn wanders up to your dank-ass picnic of a personality, dude.
And nothing says preparation like a fresh batch of Douglas lubricant.
Fuck
She's
yeah,
like,
dude.
wow, you really think about the whole experience. And you're like, yeah, sensation tingling, whatever that new feature is.
Sup, bro, fessers. I just got salutatorian. Obviously, I was not salutatorian with the way I just read that word. I just got salutatorian at my school and wanted some ideas from true bros on what to vocalize for my speech. My principal said the speech has to be approved. I said fuck that and decided to surprise them with another one. I want to make this speech majestic and want to get my peeps psyched to graduate high school. This is the last thing they'll remember me by, and I want to turn the stoke notch up to 6 clicks. If you have some advice that would make my final words legendary, that'd be sweet. Thanks, bros. Your inspirations.
Speak from the heart? I think the best advice you ever gave me was just like, speak about what means to you. So like when we went to the council or whatever, spoke about what Paul Walker meant to me, what partying meant to me. That's when the audience is like, whoa, this guy is passionate about what he's saying. He's in it, He's not just like reading off a fucking teleprompter. He is living these words.
100%, dude.
Be motivated by what you care about. And if the world sees that, they have no choice but to relate. If you love to do deadlifts, talk about deadlifts. The love will come through.
100%.
Yeah.
Also, dude, if you need some fallback plan B type shit, dude, quote the Gettysburg Address, dude.
Come on, dude. Don't give him that.
Fucking, that's true. You don't want to do it. Watch fucking Al Pacino's speech from Any Given Sunday, dude.
Or watch Lincoln.
When we add up
Lincoln.
all those inches, that's going to make the difference between winning and losing. Between living and dying.
I can't do it for you.
Do it again, but like way back.
And when we add up all those inches, that's going to make the difference between winning and losing. Between living and dying. Now, I can't do it for you. You got to look to the guy next to you. Look into his eyes. I think you're going to see a guy who will go that inch with you. That's it, gentlemen. That's life. That's all it is.
The 6 inches in front of your face.
The 6 inches in front of your face.
Dude, just go up and do that speech from Any Given Sunday, and you're going to fucking... Yeah, dude.
Yeah, just do the Any Given Sunday speech.
Yeah, go through the great speeches of history or the Charlie Chaplin one from The Great Dictator.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just make a combination. Maybe watch like 300, Any Given Sunday, The Dictator, Lincoln, and just combine those into one epic speech.
Machine men with machine hearts. You're not machines.
This is Sparta.
Yeah,
and then
dude, say that at the end of the speech.
and then kick someone off the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to think of your rhetorical devices, dude. Keep coming back to "This is Sparta" within
Yeah.
your speech, dude.
Yeah.
Like Chris Rock doing a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe get like
Yeah, exactly.
maybe get like super jacked and toned and wear just like a Speedo with like a cape.
Oh, dude, for sure.
Right?
For sure.
And then I think the thing is, early on, pepper it with some like common memories that everyone has from the high school experience. And then at some point, you have to get sentimental.
Yes.
Semisonic closing time.
For sure.
What up, bros? I love the pod. It is fire as fuck and gets me so stoked. It has given new meaning to my life. Keep up the great work. I've got a question that only trust the kings of Stoke to help me out with. Throughout my entire life, I've struggled with the opposite sex. Although girls frequently tell me I'm very attractive, funny, and the best dressed out of any guy they know, I've never been able to actually vibe with any certain girl. I've had multiple flings with some betties, but they have never ended in anything more than a friend zone. I can't tell whether it's a deficiency in confidence, charisma, or something else altogether. I'm hoping I'll someday find that one girl that just connects on a new level. I'm looking to you guys for tips on confidence and just all-around attractive qualities for dudes. Outside of hitting the gym and then Olympic lifts in particular, what are some clutch recommendations from you guys? Stay stoked. Anonymous. P.S. Thanks to Chad for the beta on the Fleester sweaters. It's my new go-to garment.
Nice.
Hell yeah, dude.
What do you think, Chad?
Yeah, dude.
When you were reading that, I thought about the parable of the unicorn again, because he's waiting for that one chick. Did he say?
Mm-hmm.
So don't. I wouldn't. Don't chase down. Don't just be waiting for like one specific girl. You gotta shoot a lot of arrows.
Yeah.
And I think the best thing to do is I think it's called being like a grounded dude, where you're just like really into your mission in your life, like you're like, I want to charge Todos Santos. I want to maximize my bronze this year. I want to bench, 225. I want to, be able to cook. What's your best dish now?
Honestly, dude, probably shrimp scampi. It's
Yeah.
fun. Like you put a nice toothpick through it.
That's like hors d'oeuvres for all like the kind of like parties you're having.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Like a lot of couples nights playing Settlers of Catan. Honestly, dude, you guys are invited to play as like a crew, but we always get sidetracked. We do some epic raging when we chill. So,
Yeah.
But I can't wait for you guys to get GFs. Anyway, dude, sorry. Yeah, shrimp scampi is probably my dish.
Yeah, so learn how to cook a shrimp scampi, and if you just become that dude where you're into like your mission and just like loving what you do with like shrimp scampis and stuff, you will be fully confident and you will radiate that, and then chicks will just gravitate towards you instead of like trying to go to them.
100%, dude. And dude, look, dude, my Khaleesi, bro, is Khaleesi because a lot of us dudes, man, like Chad's saying, are focusing on our lives, dude, staying driven, staying positive. We're like toads in a fucking boiling pot, dude. You don't just throw us into the hot water, dude, and be like, ooh, make it work. Nah, dude. It takes time to simmer up, dude. And before you know it, like, I know that's a death metaphor, dude, but like, what is love but, sacrificing part of yourself for the other, and in death we find new life together as a couple, dude. And I don't know quite what I said there, but what I'm saying is just give it time, dude. Be you. And I think the right chick's going to happen, and you won't even know, dude. It'll just be great, dude.
That was beautiful.
I would say, dude, reading this, I can already tell that you got the right stuff. I really don't think you have to do much. I feel like you're Paul George in the first few years of his NBA career.
Oh,
like
dude.
you have the size, you have the ability, you have all the things that are going to make you a great player. It's just going to take a couple years for all those things to coalesce into on-court productivity, but it's going to happen. So just don't stress yourself out trying to be more than you are. You have everything you need already inside the package. It's just a matter of all those things integrating, and I'm confident it's not far away, my dog.
Climb a mountain with a sleeveless shirt and flex on top. Nice.
What's up, dudes? My roommate and I are huge fans of the podcast. By the way, shout out Grady. So let me start off by saying I live with two man dimes. My boys are killing the game in very different categories. I'm going to gas them up real quick so you can better understand my situation. One is 6'2", naturally tan, chiseled jawline, shredded as fuck, and always has the perfect thing to say to babes and is a straight-up lady killer. The other, shout out Darian, is 5'8", but is a light-skinned black guy who dresses to impress while having a perfectly trimmed beard, got sick tats from waist up, and is naturally yoked with minimal effort, looking like a D1 athlete. Two different categories, but each one is definitely atop their niche and their pipe. And they pipe. Me, on the other hand, I'm a solid 7'8", depending on how my hair is that day, and can rep 225, but when I go out to Mill Avenue... Oh, it's a great place to rage. Yeah. To rage with my boys, I feel like a 4 who benches on a Smith machine with lifting gloves. It's like in Friends how Monica is a total babe, but gets completely overshadowed by Rachel's age-defying hotness. So my question is, what should I do to elevate my game to that of my bros? Or do I have to cut my losses and feed on the scraps and go to dive bars to sack the easy sevens? P.S. We'd love to party with you guys if you're ever in the Phoenix area. Richard.
Dude, I've got a quick phrase for you, dude. Compare and despair, dude. Bro, you don't need to compare yourself to your epic bros who sound like, they sound like legit hot dudes with solid rigs who definitely probably lay the pipe. Bro, what have we been saying to everybody today, dude? Just be you, dog.
Just be you.
Here's the other thing, dude. I think gold is tested in the fire, and I think you play up to your competition. Like growing up, dude, I was friends with the hottest dudes in town. Like my friends were all D1 athletes, studs, man. And I definitely felt outgunned multiple times in my life. But in the long run, it made me work harder to make myself a better person. And it also showed me what my true worth could be in different areas of life. So I think keep hanging out with the best people you can be around. And sooner or later, you're going to find your niche and you're going to find a really sexy babe that's into you.
Yeah, dude, I totally agree with that. You want to surround yourself with people that lift you up, that you're always like making you want to better yourself.
Yeah.
So I think, dude, just keep crushing it with those dudes and just keep working on yourself, be yourself, improving yourself, and you'll fucking just plow through and just become the best, strongest dude you can be. It's optimization, dog.
100%, dude. And dude, look at dude. I hate to say this phrase, but dude, scoring puss is like it's like riding a wave, dude. It's not like one-on-one basketball. Like, dude, your bros aren't D'ing up against you. You know what I mean, dude? Look, every chick that you encounter, every situation is a new wave, dude. And you're riding it and you're shredding it to the best of your abilities, dude. Finessing it, pumping, catching air, busting 360s, whatever it is, dude. Whether that be making her laugh, dude, taking her out to a dinner, being nice, being genuine, dude. Your bros are going to do that in a different way on their own wave. You know, there's not two bros on one wave unless it's a party wave.
Well, and enjoy your own ride. Like if you're just riding the wave and you're like in the tube and you're like, oh, but if Kelly Slater was in this tube, he'd be like doing it better than me. It's like, well, you're missing out on the beauty of this whole experience. You know what I mean? Which is you learning how to ride the wave the way that you can do it.
Yeah. If you want to do a snap, do a snap. If you want to do an air reverse, do an air reverse. Don't think about what other people, don't compare. Ride your wave and do your snaps and your cutbacks and your pig dog barrels.
And
Fuck yeah.
And what's consistent, and it's consistent with a lot of the stokers, is that, dude, you love your friends. That's a wonderful quality. Like you're not seeing your friends succeeding and then trying to find ways to tear them down, which is a symptom of a lot of other people. You're genuinely happy for them. And when you have that kind of heart, you're a catch.
For sure.
Someone else is going to, because you're going to be that same way with your girlfriend. You're going to be that same way with whoever you're vibing with, and they're going to feel that love and they're going to be better off because of it.
Who do you think's the best at boning in the world?
You're looking at him.
Dude. I don't doubt it, dude.
Passion.
I don't doubt it, dude. You got a lot of good
Colombian.
You see this eye contact I'm giving both of you right now?
That's true.
Yeah.
Dude, I have to hide
Now
from
imagine
it.
I'm an inch away from you. What up, guys? My name is Dylan, and I'm having bro issues. For background, I am a junior in high school, and during my past years in high school, I was on a baseball team. This gave me a great opportunity to make bros that would last, and it did. However, since the beginning of the year, one of my oldest dogs since 6th grade, Connor, has pulled away my entire bro group from me, and I've heard that he is telling my greatest bros that I can't hang and that he doesn't want to hang with me anymore when the squad meets. I've tried to move on and make new bros without having a stick up my ass about this problem, but since then, all my closest bros have essentially shunned me from social life, and I've become acquainted with the bad influencing group. To give you insight, these new people like to terrorize the streets and blow horn people when they are having a chill walk. I'm not going to lie, I'm not stoked. Should I keep these feelings bottled like I have been and keep pushing through until college, or should I try to penetrate the armor of hatred towards me that Connor has put up? Throughout the year, I have been trying to spot what I did to him, and I asked him himself, and he just blew off the question. Just need clarifying advice in this life-changing part of my life. This is really heavy.
Yeah.
I think, dude, I had friends who had friend breakups in high school, and the mercurial winds of that social scene and at that age can be vicious. Like, it can really make you feel isolated and alone. And this isn't an easy answer, but you just have to trust that you're not what they're saying about you and that you're above the fray. And if you can find any sort of peace in those feelings, then you'll be stronger than any person you're dealing with.
Yeah, dude, I wouldn't keep trying to come back and figure out like what you did, what's wrong with me, why is he acting this way towards me? Just do you, dude. Let him blow off steam. It's gonna be hard, but you gotta just like take your own space, be your own dude, improve yourself, and let him figure out whatever's going on with him, because I'm sure it's mostly something to do with him.
Yeah, he sounds like just not a good person anyways.
Yeah.
You might be better off in the long run.
Yeah, so, you might look back and be like, thank you, Connor, for blowing that off, because you turned out to be a fucking turd.
For sure, dude. A blessing in disguise. And the other bros in your old crew for not coming and being your bro still, that's whack, dude. I mean, that's just like unacceptable. And as for this new bro crew, honking horns, pulling pranks, we love a nice prank, dude, but honestly, less is more. I mean, what's the tone of it, dude? And sounds like you guys are kind of bored, trying to figure yourselves out. Those pranks sound pretty unfunny and basic, so
Yeah.
I don't know if there's nice guys in there and you can find new activities to do, stick with it, but
Yeah, it sounds like they're not up to par on their pranking abilities, which just shows me that this is a springboard for you to dive into a higher self where you can hit people with pranks that like really change their lives instead of like a minor inconvenience.
And dude, it's kind of like it sounds sick, but it's really not. It's just survival. Like there was times in my life where I was in certain places where I was friends with people who I knew weren't like my exact kind of people, but I needed friends. But in the back of my head, I always knew like, okay, these are my friends for now, but I have deeper friends behind me and in front of me that are really going to be who I roll through life with. And it's not peak happiness, but it's peak survival. So just try and keep a level head about all this shit, even though you're dealing with some whack fucking shit.
yeah, dude, and good on you for trying to make the best of it, bro.
What up, fellas? I don't know if I'm in a predicament or not, and that is why I'm writing to you. The past few times I got drunk, I slipped into Barry Bonds' DMs. When I'm sober, I'm not sure why I do this, but when I'm drunk, I think it's absolutely hilarious. The first time I DM'd him, all I said was roids. The second time I DM'd him, I said, I'm a huge fan of you, Barry, because every time I think about you, I think about steroids. My following message was the same. The reason I start my messages with things like I'm a big fan is because I want Barry to read the cover message and think it is fan mail. Therefore, he will feel inclined to be nice or respond to an innocent fan. Once he clicks the message, he'll be hit with my immature fuckery, which I think is hilarious, and cannot wait for the day where it shows that he has read my messages or at least seen them. Here's the problem. Every time I'm sober, I feel like a dick for doing this, but every time I'm drunk, I think it is absolutely hilarious. But at the same time, I was a kid living in Atlanta when he broke Hank Aaron's record, and then I moved back to Southern California just before becoming a teenager, so I switched back to being a Dodgers fan. The problem is Barry cheated when he broke the home run record, and as a childhood Brave fan, that really broke my heart. I mean, how could you fraud on Hammer and Hank? And as a young adult Dodger fan that now lives in NorCal, I got a lot of shit from Giants fans for loving the Dodgers. So every time I see Giants gear, all I can think of is a bunch of fair weather fans giving me an unstoppable amount of shit. And every time I think of Barry Bonds, I think of how heartbroken I was when a cheater broke Hank Aaron's record. So when I'm out partying with my friends and before I start chasing tail, I DM Barry Bonds, show my friends, and we all laugh about it. I just don't know if this makes me a dick or not, or if I'm in a predicament or not. Because if this makes me a dick, I'll be in a predicament because I love showing my friends that I DM Barry Bonds. But I'll stop if you guys think this is cold-hearted of me, which in that case makes me a dick and therefore puts me in a predicament because I don't know if I'll be able to stop. It's just too much fun. Love the pod and thanks for making me work out and take cold showers.
Dude, I'm going to go ahead and say I think you're being a dick, dude. I think Barry knows what he did. Every time he looks in the mirror and he sees that giant head, he knows about the steroids. He doesn't need you to remind him. It's not a cool move.
And you're calling them fair weather fans. You're being a fair weather fan. You're kicking a man when he's down.
Yeah.
Like, that's like someone who like makes fun of like a tiger in the zoo for being in a cage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're like, oh look, are you gonna attack me, tiger? Are you gonna hurt me, tiger? It's like, you know, the tiger can't do anything about it. So you're doing it from a place of zero vulnerability. Like you're risking nothing and you're taking cheap shots. I just think you seem like a good dude. I think you're above it.
Same, dude. And anything you got to do to get drunk so that you can do it is probably not something you should do, dude. You know?
Well,
like,
yeah.
when I'm with my bros, we're getting drunk because we're having a nice fucking time, you know? And we like to feel a nice, mellow, cool buzz. It's not like, oh, dude, let's all get drunk and then go do something a little sneaky. Like, nah, dude.
Like, would you say that to Barry Bonds' face?
Correct.
Probably not.
And you shouldn't. Because here's the other thing. Like, he made mistakes, but he's still a beast. You know what I mean?
Huge beast.
Yeah, like Lance Armstrong, who probably deserves stuff like this more than Barry because he like ruined lives when he was cheating. It wasn't the cheating; it was the lengths he went to cover up the cheating that really made it horrific. And even then, like, I still, on balance, have admiration for these guys because they've accomplished incredible things. And so, I just don't think you're at a point where you can be talking shit to Barry. Like, he's Mr. Bonds to you and I.
Correct, dude. Like, I could take every steroid on the planet and not hit a 90-mile-per-hour fastball. Like,
Yeah.
I'm convinced of that, dude.
Yeah.
You know? But granted, you know, like, look, did pitchers' careers get hurt by that? Was there collateral damage? For sure, dude. Do your DMs solve that? Nah, dude.
And I don't think if you told Hank Aaron you were doing this, I've seen Hank Aaron in interviews and stuff like that. He's an honorable dude. Hank Aaron would tell you to cut this shit off.
Yeah, for sure. Do your own shit.
Yeah, just DM a player you like and tell them
Yeah.
how you want to hang out with them so bad. That's
Yeah.
funny, and it's more vulnerable, and it's
It's not cowardly.
yeah.
And dude, I used to do that back. I remember one time I like commented on one of James Franco's Instagrams. I don't know why. I'm a fan of his, but I think I said something like, "Suck it, dude,"
Oh, you did?
because I thought it was hilarious, and I felt bad about it. I'm like, why did I do that to Franco? I love Franco. Yeah. All right, we're gonna end with a new sponsor, Brain Melt Whippet canisters. Hey Stokers, looking for a fun party favor? Tired of coming back to the party with a predictable booze and weed combo? Next time you rage, spice things up with Brain Melt Whippet canisters. With these, you'll not only be able to make fire whipped cream, but you'll also have the ability to do other fun and exhilarating activities. Each canister packs a serious punch when you put it in the whipped cream dispenser for mind-blowing fun. So next time you party, heighten your experience by raging face with Brain Melt Whippets. Sold exclusively for whipped cream purposes. Brain Melt does not take responsibility for any other use of their canisters.
And do whippets responsibly, Stokers.
Yeah. All right, Stokers, that's going to be it for episode 17. Thank you, Strider, for joining us.
Thank you, bros, for having me, dude.
You were
Pumped to be here.
excellent, Strider.
You're,
Thank you,
you're a
dudes.
beast. And
Likewise for you guys.
guys, thanks so much. Keep writing in. Give us a rating and review if you haven't already. We love those. And check out the Patreon, patreon.com/chatgoesdeep for bonus content. We have movie reviews and all kinds of fun stuff. So thank you, Stokers. JT?
Fuck Puzio and fuck punk bitch.
Yeah, dude.
For sure, dude.
But also, live and let live.
Amen, dude.
I want it both ways.
Later, dudes.
What's with deep?